Howdy folks, my name's Casey. I'm here to take you on a little adventure. Today we are back at the Dunedin Causeway, getting ready to take the Kruger out. It's a beautiful day. We're going to do an overnight trip. I don't have a good destination, I just know it's a beautiful day, the wind is right, and we'll find a spoil island somewhere to camp on. It really feels like summer now. It's warm, 93 degrees it says on the thermometer. We got good wind. Causeway looks good. Should be a good trip. So we got outflowing current and the wind. I don't really have to do anything but go for the ride. Really enjoyable. Alright, so the cool thing about the Dunedin honeymoon area is when they built the causeway and they made a channel in the like 40s or 50s that ran along here, and they made these spoil islands, and they kind of just run out for, I don't know, maybe 2 miles or so. So what I'm going to do is check all these islands out, and whichever one looks the best, that's the one that I'm going to camp on. So I've been so forgetful on this trip. I left kind of in a hurry, and I even left the car in a hurry, but when I left the house, I forgot something for Jess that was supposed to be in the video. So Jess, you'll have to watch the next video to be able to find it. But we do have a nice cruising speed. Just moseying along here, but yeah, we'll check out this one up here, and then just run down the chain. Something else that I forgot that would have been great is I bought like foam guards to go around the whole camera to muffle out that wind noise. So it's a windy day. It would have been a great day to have it, but hopefully it's not too bad for y'all. But we are getting close to the first spoil island. Actually, it looks like it has a nice landing right there, and it looks really big. So we'll check this one out and then work our way down the line. All right, so the landing does look a little rocky. So it's not good for the Kevlar, but I'm going to redo the bottom of this next week anyway, so it'll be all right. Yeah, it's not too bad. A little rocky, but not bad. Well, it looks like humans have definitely turned it into a campsite. There's a lot of trash that needs to be burnt. I'll give someone credit for this little table they made though. It's kind of handy. Got a bench made out of driftwood. Be good to watch the sunsets out there. Look at the effort that was put into this little trail. Gathering all the rocks and stacking them on the sides. It's pretty neat. Dead ends right here. All right, and on the shore side over here, looks like another little cleared out area. Been leveled out over the years. It was actually a really good landing right there. And right there is pretty soft too. Follow this little trail and then get onto the next island. I was pretty sure this island would be nice just because it's the biggest out of the chain. And it's definitely been used a lot. There's a lot of evidence of human activity here and camping. But it's middle of the week, then it's in the summer, it's in June, middle June, so you know, it's pretty warm in Florida right now. So not a lot of people getting out to do overnight trips. All right, over here. Oh yeah, this landing looks really nice too. It's almost like I landed at the worst spot. All these are really nice. This one has a lot of shade over here. But yeah, coming in here, there's the Dunedin water tower right there, and the causeway is right over there. Yeah, this side of the island's awesome. When I approach the other islands going down the chain, I'm going to stay on the inside side. It seems to be the better side. Yeah, this second island looks really promising too. And then the third one doesn't, but the fourth island I can see has a nice beachy area way up there. And I just saw a fin, so there's either a dolphin or a shark right over here. I always have trouble telling the difference, and I just saw online that if it curves in the back, then it's a dolphin. If it's straight up and down, then it's a shark. So let's see if this one surfaces again. That was cool, little pod of dolphins, like 3 of them together. Yeah, this one's pretty cool. Some people have built some little platforms. That one's been broken on the end between these trees. There's a little platform up here. Picnic table was brought out. That's really nice. It's actually kind of beachy too. All right. This platform right here was quite the project. Broken glass. I don't know why people do that. Like, just carry it out. Why you gotta break it? There's glass on the ground. Quite a bit, actually. The view's pretty nice. This next little island, you can tell it doesn't have a shore, but the one beyond that does have a shore. Hard to beat these views out here. I'm over on the other side of that same island, and this is kind of nice too. The other side's great because it has the picnic table and the softer beaches, but this side's pretty nice. But you can see on the shoreline, this is a lot rockier on this side of the island than the other side. There's like no sand over here. I think with the big storms that just gets washed so much that the sand can't build up, it just gets sucked right back off the rocks. The tree that fell over. Then even further down, there's another platform down here. I'm not sure what the intended purpose of the platforms is, because the ground's pretty level here. The only thing I could think is if high tide comes up high enough, which it doesn't because all this trash is still here. But they're nice. Someone put a lot of work into that. All right, well, this little island has a lot of potential. I really like this one. We're gonna keep going, check out the other ones. I'm really drawn to that table. Having a table would be so nice. Just out here, you know, roughing it. But if you have a table, that's a luxury. So I'm just about to the boat, and I was passing this platform, and it occurred to me that this would have a lot of airflow underneath it. So being raised up like that would actually be a lot cooler than being on the ground. So maybe that's why they were built like that. Yeah, even cranking that sail down to get pointing up higher. Yeah, it pulled pretty tight into the wind here. Still cruising right along. I don't have to paddle, this is great. All right, this next island is really rocky along the shoreline, so I'm not gonna be getting out of that one. Yeah, the water's picking up slightly. Still not too bad, but they're starting to break on top. That wind is blowing somewhere around 10, 8 to 12. It's probably safe, but not too bad at all. Okay, the wind's definitely starting to pick up. I just got in the lee of this little island, and it's another island that I'm not going to go up on. You can see it's just rock all the way around. There is a clearing on the other end, which would be nice, but again, not for a hard kayak. What I'm really interested in is this very last one. It's got like 2 trees on it, maybe 3 trees on it. It looks really cool. You can see 2 islands in the video. Let's see if I can see the screen. One there, and then just off to the side. But I can go to the one on the end. I might stay on that one just because it's like it's so deserted island looking. Like if you're gonna draw a cartoon, you draw like a little island with a tree in the center of it. And that's what it looks like from here. The crossing right in front of us between these 2 islands, there's a lot of whitecaps out here. Not sure how they'll show up on the video, but this water's a little turned up more than the rest of it. And it looks like there's people on that island. That's second to last one, which is fine. We don't have to get out there either. Yeah, I don't know what shows that water better. If I was in my yellow kayak, I'd be struggling. But right now I'm just sitting pretty. Yeah, on this island there's a boat and then a group of people hanging out under the trees. So we'll do a little paddle by and then go to that last island. And that one right off the bow. That's where we're headed. Alright, it looks like there might be a soft landing on the lee side, which is awesome. So we're going to go ahead and beach up on this one and check this island out. Oh yeah, I'm glad I came to this one. This will be a good spot. This one's cool. It'd be great for like a family with kids. There's a little ladder and then there's a second deck up there. They could sleep. Big fire pit right there. It's a nice place to sit or even just put your stuff on. Yeah, I like this place. I think I'm camping here tonight. Cool. Alright, well, my gear's down there, so I can go grab it. Look at a little cabana. This is just too pretty. Yeah, I was wanting to get some sandy beach time and some blue water time, and man, I got it today. This is just gorgeous. A little windy, but there's a cloud right here, and it looks fake. It just has a weird outline around it. It doesn't look real at all. That shot is gorgeous though. So I was a little curious about the weather just to see. Wendy says it's gusting to 18 right now, which is probably right. And tomorrow we got a 20-mile-per-hour headwind going back. So when I saw the winds were going to be really bad, I decided to check what the forecast is. And it's a 60% chance of thunderstorms here in about 2 hours. So I mean, there's some stuff building over the land, nothing out over the water. So there's also 40% chance at midnight for thunderstorms, but tomorrow doesn't look that bad. So I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna do shelter on this island. I'm not gonna do it on the platform. I'm gonna do it off to the side, I think, just so I get a little bit of a wind block. I'm gonna see which direction the wind's actually gonna be coming from. So got a little bit to figure out, and then I'm going to try and catch a fish, even though I'm not gonna catch anything. I'm gonna give it a shot again. All right. This is an osprey eating a fish. I tried to get a close shot of it, and this is as close as I could stand before it took off. Now he's gonna fly a couple miles to the nearest spot to eat that thing. Sorry, guy. All right, I got a bit of a problem. I thought that I'd go ahead and set up a tent shelter because the storm's coming in with lots of lightning, lots of thunder. So while I was doing that, I was setting up my tent poles, and this one snapped right like it's broken. So I gotta figure out how to fix this real quick. I'm gonna have to make a splint for it. So see if I can do this real quick. Okay, so there's not a lot of places that's not super windy right now. It's really coming in. I was going to use the inside of some 550 cord to use the small strands inside. Well, I just cut some, and all that's in here is this like thin, like really thin, just like that. So I'm just gonna take this in half. I'll make a thin line out of that and use that for my lashings. All right, well, that's not very good lashing material, and the stick's not very good either, but all right, we got something. At least I can put my tent together, I think. All right, well, that failed absolutely miserably. The stick broke, and then this stuff just frayed all over the place. It'd make good tinder, but yeah, that did not work. So on to plan B or C. Okay, I found this copper wire trash. I should be able to fit this inside of there, and that'll give it some structural integrity. Yeah, it should work. I had the camera behind. I hung this big blanket up to give me some sort of wind protection here. So I got the copper wire totally straight, and then I'm just gonna feed it in there, and then it should work, I think. I don't have any way to hold this into place once it's in there though, so it's pretty long, so that's good. We'll see. Alright, so I got my Leatherman and my repair kit, just trying to take all these bends out. A really strong copper cable here. Look, it's not gonna be perfect, and it could still make a 90-degree bend, but it's better. At least it'll stay together. All right, so I found part of a screwdriver. I was able to get it kind of bound, but it holds the shape enough. I can at least get the rain cover on and get out of this potential storm that's coming. It's definitely right across the horizon, headed this way. All right, well, it ain't pretty, but it will stay in a storm, I believe. So it can rain all at once now. I'll be good to go, I think. All right, man, that worked up a sweat. There's definitely a calm right now, it feels like. The water's definitely flattening out a little bit, and the storm is getting really close now. don't know if I'll catch any lightning right now, but every now and then we're getting strikes right out here. But I feel confident that the shelter will hold. And if it doesn't, the rain fly will at least hold. So, oh, I want to show you, I put a little pad up above the top of the tent. So in between the tent and the rain fly, I have this pad, and the pad is just protecting it. So if that does, for some reason, come undone and those sharp points stick out, it should go in this pad and not into the actual rain fly, which I need because it's gonna rain. This is like the calm before the storm. I just missed some lightning. But yeah, it's been growing and coming out this way, so we should get it here in a little bit. I got the boat all the way up, way past the high tide mark, so I don't have to worry about that. There's a little lightning in there. But it feels a little better now. It's still in the 90s. Oh yeah, still 95. The high showing on there was 104. Crazy. That 104 is about since we've been here, I think. You can see on the surface of the water, the wind just changed. But the wind just changed coming, it's been blowing from this direction all day, like since I've been out here, and it just like 180'd coming from the storm. So it's definitely going to rain. Oh, and it's cooler too. All right, I like the coolness. You can see the wind collapsing in the side of the tent. It's blowing really hard right now. That's Mother Nature at her finest. It's coming. All right, well, maybe I will have to get in my tent. All right, so the rain's almost here. That's a bad day for my tent to be falling apart. But we deal with what we get, so. All right, so while the storm's passing, I am going to look into some food here. I was looking on Amazon. I was looking for some meals to eat, and I've been kind of eating Mountain House a lot, because for $10 a meal, it's, you know, not that horrible. But I found MREs. They're not a good year. This is the No Tabasco series. So from between 2011 to 2019, they didn't put Tabasco in them. So this is from that run. But they were $3 a piece. And a meal for $3 is a heck of a deal. So I'm gonna make some beef stew. That is if I can keep my tent held up. It just like came in really strong just now. And I don't really have enough hands or feet to cook with. So I have to hold the vestibule down with my toe. I have it looped through the loop. The wind is pulling the stake up out of the rock. And then with this side, if I let go of it, it wants to collapse and roll because that's the broken arm right there. So I'm kind of in a spot where I am holding the tent up physically. Let's see if I can get that MRE open with my teeth and start cooking it. But yeah, hopefully the storm or the front can get here. Once the front passes, the wind will die off a little bit. So we'll see. So as I sit here, I'm looking at this tent stake by my foot, thinking that that's what I should have used for the structural support on this tent pole. It would have held really nicely. But as you can see from the sweat on my face, I am hot and I'm uncomfortable. And I'm hungry. I want to cook this MRE. I hope this front does its thing and blows through quick. All right, there's a little break in the storm, but I just checked the weather. It's not good. You can see that screen. We got thunderstorms running all the way through past midnight at a 35% chance and an 85% chance and a 60% chance, 40, 50, 40. Yeah, so we got some nasty stuff coming. Should be a fun night. Now, I did tie up this string running down to a tent stake, so that kind of helps. I don't have to hold that, so now I have two hands again. Oh my gosh, it's my lucky day. I just ripped this open and look what's on top. Not one, but two Tabasco sauces. Oh, that's awesome. I miss these little guys. That puts a smile on my face. All right, so to show you what we got some lemonade. This is our heater for cooking. This is the beef stew. This is our main deal here. Multi-grain snack bread. A pack of Skittles. That's like some fancy stuff there. Grape jelly, peanut butter, and vanilla pound cake. And then salt, pepper, toiletry type things, and some coffee. So that's pretty good pick right there. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, I don't know if you've had an MRE before. I liked them when I was in the military. They were fine. But these drinks, these lemonades, they have different grape ones and just different flavors. These are pretty decent. I don't think there's electrolytes in there, but they do taste good. And then these heater pouches, you just add water to this line. It's just a splash of water, and all these little dudes in here get super hot. And then it tells you to put it on an angle, lay it on a rock or something. The exact words, a rock or something. So, and it starts heating up pretty quick. Some of them are duds, like every now and then you get one that's a dud. So we'll see. Just a little splash of water. Feel and see if it gets hot. Yes, it's a good one. All right. So then we take our meal. We slide it in there in front of the heater. Whoo, it's hot. Just you see the steam coming out of it already? Nice thing, fold that over. And then there's cardboard here. So it makes it kind of like a hot pocket. Alright, so you get that and then you put it on a rock or something. I'll put it on that. On my shoe, that's perfect. Alright, and then all the other little stuff, you just eat it as you can and enjoy. Eating an MRE in a lightning storm, like, this is the real feel right here. I just need to be wearing camo clothes and I'll really bring back some memories. These little breads, they're not very good. And if you get some good jelly on there, the peanut butter is pretty dense peanut butter, so getting jelly was a good deal. Yeah, take a look at that. All right, the vanilla pound cake. I don't remember these being any good. Let's see. It smells sweet. Looks like a pound cake. The jelly was for this. That's why there was jelly in there. Yeah. That with jelly would have been pretty good. I like that sound. But good news is the front's blown through, so it's not windy anymore. Now it's just the lightning and the thunder. The tent is so rickety right now, I'm a little nervous about the other fronts that are about to move through. I'll deal with those as they approach, but right now we're in a lull. My food's done cooking, so I'm ready to open that up, put some Tabasco on it, and chow down. It's gonna be so good. Just talked to my daughter who's getting shipped off to Korea, so I'm excited about that and nervous about that. Both of us are. So, but I'm gonna make a trip out to see her. But all right, well, I'm gonna eat. The lightning and thunder out there is so steady. It's a pretty good storm brewing. All right, pulling this out. Oh yeah, that's gonna be so good. It's really warm. Just got to get it down below. Oh, this has the side tear line. Oh yeah, I missed that smell. That's been a long time. Yeah. That's gonna be so good. There you go. I think it probably only needs one Tabasco. I'll save the other one just in case. I'm not just gonna dump it in there. Yeah, it doesn't look good. It looks like an MRE. Check that out. No, the lighting's not very good. Got green tent, but memories right there. Memories. Oh man, check this out. All the rain stopped. I mean, it's still over here, but it kind of lit off for a minute. Look at this sunset. This is so nice. Yeah, that water's just glass right now. Beautiful out there. Yeah, back where the storms are coming from, not so pretty, but this is a great little lull in between the sets of thunderstorms that we're having. All right, so although it's still a little breezy, the storm's still back there. You can see it in the clouds. Like, it's dark back over there, but I'm watching the sunset. It's gorgeous. So I don't know. I guess I'm gonna go to bed and get ready for these storms that are about to blast through here. I was checking the Weather Channel, and it's showing 85% chance of thunderstorms here in about an hour. So not much time before it happens again. I don't know if this rainbow is going to show up here. It's light. There's a rainbow. I thought if you saw a rainbow, it wasn't going to rain again. I don't know. Ah, that is, you can see there's dust. The Saharan dust cloud is up there. You can really see it in the way it's making that sky that orange color. All right, so I got about 15 minutes of light left. So I'm gonna try and fish real quick. No, I won't catch anything. 15 minutes isn't enough time, but I'm gonna give it a shot anyway. All right, I see a big patch right here with no grass. It's all rock right there. Try that. Raining again. Hopefully it's quick. Alright, so it's starting to rain a little bit, but I had to come back out here and look at the sunset one last time. Check this out. Oh man. That's worth all the rain and broken tent and slight misery. It's so nice right now. It's just gorgeous right there. So worth it. Alright, well, I'm going to head into the tent now, for real this time, because that rain is coming. Look at it over there. Oh, look at that sunrise. see what time it is. It seems early. Yeah, it's 6:30. Early fisherman gets the fish, I guess. That's somebody cast netting for bait. Oh, the moon looks cool. It's supposed to be the strawberry moon. Alright, well, I'm up, so I guess I can eat breakfast and enjoy the morning. Make some coffee. Oh my gosh, I just saw a shark and it was not a dolphin, 100% not a dolphin. That was cool. Yeah, I was swimming right up in the shallows. It was probably 8 feet long. It was big. Yeah, its fin had the straight back on it, and then the tail was clearly a shark tail. Alright, well, it's currently 7:37. We're all packed up. So we're leaving the site better than we found it. There's still a lot of trash here. I just can't grab big things. But yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a good sail back. So we're headed off in this direction and we have the wind blowing this way. So we'll be able to sail a little bit, which will be nice. Once that wind shifts, so the wind's coming from this direction, but it's going to shift and come from this direction over here. So want to beat that. And while the wind's making its transition, it'll calm down and the water will stay flat. So this should be a pretty easy ride back to the car. Look how clear this water is. That's cool. This is where that shark was. It's only 3 foot deep right here, maybe 4 foot deep, and the shark was right here. Little twist up there. So I think what I'm gonna do is just slowly sail back. I'm not gonna paddle at all, as long as the wind's pushing me in the right direction. And just fish a little bit. I can see fish in the water. They're like ladyfish and mullet, nothing spectacular, but see if I can't get something to bite. Oh, there's a nice sailboat at anchor. Got a pelican sitting on the bow. Now you can kind of see on the surface of the water that the wind's starting to pick up, getting gusty. And that was expected. Expecting gusts around 20. It's definitely nowhere near that right now. I've still got at least 1.5 miles, 2 miles to go for the bridge. And once I get around that bridge, then I know I'm home free. So, all right, well, I think this is probably pretty much it. It was a pretty good trip. My tent broke. I forgot a bunch of stuff at home. Forgot my fishing pole in the car. Had to go back and get that. So a lot of craziness just to get out here. But it was worth it. It was a beautiful morning, and I love these moments like this where, you know, you have that suffrage and then you get that beautiful moment, and totally worth it. So next week, I think I'm going to be doing a paddleboarding trip, so something different with my sister and my brother-in-law, hitting the Itchinatucky. That should be pretty good. But anyway, stay tuned, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.